and lips of flame and heart of stone. Lips of flame, I think it's talking about, the physical cliche that it's talking about the ladies' charms and the way they could do their thing, And the heart of stone is because she's a prostitute and put herself out there. And this is a confusing shift between what happened in the rest of the poem. Because in the rest of the poem, it talks about the air and the beautiful morning and the bustling of the people. But the description of her is gray and pale and boring and set aside. So it's a misleading poem. It's sucking the reader into the description of this lovely river, but ends with a social commentary of a prostitute, but which is surprisingly taboo for this century's society. And this adds to the success of this poem because it stands out not only for the poem itself, but in the lasting thoughts of the readers. The last poem we're going to be going over is Broken Dreams by W.B. Yeats. There is gray in your hair. Young men no longer suddenly catch their breath when you are passing. But maybe some old golfer mutters a blessing, because it was your prayer, recovered him upon the bed of death. For your soul's sake, all that hearts ache have known, and have given to others all hearts ache. But from meager girlhood's putting on, burdensome beauty for your soul's sake. Heaven has put away the stroke of her doom, so that her portion in that peace you make by merely walking in a room. Your beauty can leave among us vague memories, nothing but memories. A young man, when old men are done talking, will say to the old man, tell me that of that lady, the poet stubborn with his passion sang us, when the age might well have chilled his blood. Vague memories, nothing but memories, but in the grave all shall be renewed. The certainty that I shall see that lady, leaning or standing or walking, in the first loveliness of womanhood, and with the first fervor of my youthful eyes, has set me muttering like a fool. You are more beautiful than anyone, yet your body has a flaw. Your small hands were not beautiful, and I am afraid that you will run and paddle to the wrist in that mysterious, always brimming lake, where those that have obeyed the holy law paddle and are perfect leave unchanged. The hands that I have kissed for old sake's sake. The last stroke of midnight dies. All day in one chair, from dream to dream and rhyme to rhyme I have reigned. In rambling talk with an image of air, vague memories, nothing but memories. So in this poem, W.B. Yeats is talking about this woman who he loved, but he can't be with her. All that they have done together, all the memories they had, all the experience they did, that's it. It's just memories. Because in this story, with some background, W.B. Yeats just proposed to his fiancée, but she did not agree to it. And then, in the varying stanzas, the enjambment that goes from line to line, it kind of helps express a stream of consciousness, something like memories that are just flowing and flowing through his head, something that he misses. Like he's recalling her youthful beauty, but you could tell how it talks about in this dreams, like how most of the symbolism movement is. But it talks about here how young men no longer catch their breath when you are passing. I think this talks about like how they're growing old and how his passion is dying along with their age. But in the grave all shall be renewed, because they are infatuated by the physical beauty that she once had, but the age has withered it, so he's not able to see her the same way that he did. So all he has to do is search for the memories that he has of her and look forward to death or the afterlife with her. And it says here, you are more beautiful than anyone, and yet your body has a flaw. Your hands are small and we're not beautiful. But I think the flaw is not really calling her out. It's more of making her more beautiful in the way that she is not angel-like. It separates her from angels, and it kind of makes her more tangible and beautifies her even more as in a more human-like flaw. And it makes her more precious. And in rambling talks with the image of air, the vague memories, nothing but memories, he's accepting what happened between her and him. He's finally accepting the rejection and is no longer tormented by it. But he still finds life extremely sad and wishes that he had her also. And it talks about here burdensome memory, because she did not lose any type of power in his mind. She is still adored so much by him. And there is still something about her that is amplified throughout the entire poem. And none of the memories have taken away from that. And so I think here in this poem, Broken Dreams, the poet is wishing on all the memories that they had together. It talks about the inside, how he's feeling, and it tells about the lady that he has in his memories, the person that he put his heart into, but all that's left of her is memories. So that pretty much concludes the symbolist movement. It talks about going against tradition, learning what's on the inside, and like romanticism and modernism, it's infatuated by people's understandings. So if you guys look in the group of papers or documents that we sent, there's an outline for the symbolist movement and a worksheet, a crossword that you guys can figure out or solve. Or don't. It doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for listening. I will see you guys later.